Little adjustment.
Hello, Tim. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I am doing great, Tierra. How are you doing today?
I'm great. So, we're going to start our How to Start a Business Coach business. And what I would like for you to do is give a bio of yourself.
Okay. All right. Well, I got into the coaching industry, like basically natural progression, far as where I was going mentally. All right. Just say I evolved from a serial entrepreneur. Serial entrepreneur meaning own multiple businesses in different industries. So I was basically giving away free information anyway or consultation. So naturally, I wanted to get paid for my thoughts. Like 50 Cent said, I got pennies for my thoughts. So I basically took that philosophy along with Too Short's philosophy, which is the game is to be sold, not told. So I packaged that into my coaching business, which is called Simpson Coaching and Consulting Agency. So now I basically coach people in the business industry. So I coach aspiring entrepreneurs into business. Then I coach existing businesses to six-figure businesses. So I kind of help them scale their business. I also do life coaching, dating coaching, and then I also certify other coaches. So just say I certify fitness coaches, dating coaches, business coaches, and life coaches. But I primarily focus on business coaching. Now, since this is kind of a dual webinar on coaching and courses, I'm going to ask you the same question, Tier. Uh, Tell the audience, what industry do you coach in and what inspired you to become a coach?
Yes, my name is Tier Fluker. What inspired me to become a pain and loss coach is I started writing on a topic called Own Your Pain. About 4 years ago, I became an author. And I decided to write about my journey as I worked in corporate, as I did ministry over the years, as I did conferences. I always found myself inspiring people through their loss and pain of relationships, through family members, or through emotional issues. So I was always that person that people saw as an inspirational, motivating person. So as you were saying earlier, people kept picking your brains. I decided to start a pain and loss coaching business because that's something I was spending a lot of my free time on, was coaching people on the phone after work. And it was interfering with my personal life and time with my daughter. So I decided to started up with a business. I got my first client about 4 years ago as a pain and loss coach, and she came to me and was needing help, and I was able to help her through some difficulties, and I saw how her life progressed after the coaching. So it's been a great journey, and I'm excited to do more next year. But that's how I got started in coaching business.
Hey, great job. I mean, that sounds like a really good reason to go into it.
Yes.
It sounds like you're already impacting lives. So that's what,
Yes.
absolutely.
Now,
So,
what I would like to ask you is, what is a good coach to you, Timothy?
all right. For starters, just say, as far as what is a coach and what is a good coach. All right. I would just say, being that the coaching industry is a really hot market right now, it's a very high concentration of people becoming coaches. All right, you have all these different certification programs. You got academies. You got even technical schools offering coaching certifications. So I'll tell you the difference between, in my opinion, and this is not to offend anyone who has a certification or went that route, because it's two different routes. And the Army, they kind of highlight, just say, the difference between ROTC and going through, just say, officer school or sergeant school, and it's kind of a difference. Same thing with fraternities and sororities. Like, it's a difference between going through the process and maybe paying in grad school to become, that particular fraternity or sorority. So I look at it the same way in the coaching industry. I would say the advantage of evolving into a coach from your industry or from your knowledge or experiences is that you bring those experiences with you. So just say you're coaching a client, you're actually talking about something you personally went through. All right. Versus just say most certifications, if they're just basically focused on profits, they just pretty much put together philosophies, theories, ideologies, and basically give you like a couple of weeks or month course in which you get out and then you deem yourself as this type of coach. All right, so just say I got into the coaching, business coaching, because I've started so many different businesses, so I know all of the pretty much the ins and outs. I don't know everything, but I know my personal experiences, whether it is signing a commercial lease, whether it's writing a business plan, whether it's how to deal with family in business, whether it's how to hire people, how to subcontract, how to scale a business. So when I engage with my clients or potential clients, I understand their problem, just like how you said you understand the pain of your clients because you've experienced certain things in your life and you've had to deal with them. So just say, I would tell people, if you're gonna go the certification route, even after this course, in which myself and Tia are both, certified coaches in our industry, I would say go where your experience is. So just say if you're into fitness, a natural progression would be become a fitness coach. All right. If you've started businesses, natural progression, if you're looking to get in the coaching industry, in which if you're listening to this, you're looking to get in the coaching industry, you want to coach in a field where you got experience at. And then you don't want, because you don't want to have to rest on your laurels and say, well, I'm certified. Okay, if you're certified but you can't produce the results, or you don't have the experiences or the knowledge in that industry, you're not going to be able to scale your business, because you'll still be basically learning the new industry, which would be the coaching industry. Then you'll still be learning the problems and issues that you're supposed to be able to solve. So I would say a good coach is basically someone in that particular coaching industry that had experiences, knowledge, situations in which they became successful in that industry, and then they can translate that to solving problems to their clients. All
I
right.
like that.
Yes, ma'am. Now, in your industry, what would you say would make for a good pain coach?
What I would say is what will make a great pain coach is somebody that has faced many obstacles, challenges, and not only that, but they have also received their healing through coaching and counseling and workshops and reading books. Like what you were saying earlier, you cannot become an expert in what you do until you have experienced that. You're a great business coach because you've been a serial entrepreneur your entire life. So that's a skill set no one can take from you. I'm a great pain and loss coach because since I've been a young child, and including in my mid-20s, I experienced a lot of loss, pain, and hurt trauma that I had to overcome and deal with in seminars and counseling and coaching myself. So once I became a healed, whole woman, I was then able to share with other women and men on how to get through their pain and loss of a business, of a career, or of a relationship, because that has been my life, that's been my journey. And I feel like that's the gifting that God has blessed me with, is to help people through obstacles, challenges, and to get through loss and move forward and find their happy place in life.
I like that. I like that. Good
Thank
point.
you.
Good point. All right. Now, just say, how do you think testimonies as a coach help solve other people's problems? Because you brought out a lot of good points, meaning you experience the pain. That's why you're a pain coach. So you can
Yes.
help people navigate through the pain that they're experiencing, whether it's, like you said, loss of family members, loss of
Yes.
love, loss of business. I feel the same way, as far as, like I tell people, all right, your test, all right, look at the word testimony. The first four letters is test. All right. Now, as a coach, if you break down that word, you got testimony. So the first four words is test. Then you got the I add a S. So test is, then you got money. I said your test is your money.
Yes.
So
Yes.
once you go through it, now you basically can help other people navigate. To add on to what makes a good coach is your test is your money. So if you can take your tests, your challenges, and help other people navigate those
Yes.
challenges, that makes for a good coach. So that
Yes, I
basically,
agree.
if I hire you as a pain coach, the results that I want to get is I don't want to experience that pain anymore, or I
Yes,
want to avoid even confronting that pain, because you're going
definitely.
to give me the solutions and say, hey, look, I've been down that road. Try this. You know, I've done that before. This is what you need to do to heal. So
Yes.
that makes for a good coach.
I agree. And like you said, just finding your expertise area, whether it's hair coaching, whether it's a massage coach, or if it's an entrepreneur coach or a financial coach, whatever skill set you have done, even in corporate for many years, you can turn that into a coaching business. So it's having a skill set that is learned, that you have implemented day in and day out, that no one can take away from you. And so having that credibility, it gives you the clients. The clients will be attracted to you because of your knowledge in the industry that you choose. But it's important, like you said, to have a skill set in the industry that you choose to become a coach in.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Which brings up a good point as far as setting up your coaching business. Like you said, you take your skill set, your knowledge, experience, and then you become a coach in that industry. So I'll cover just say the basics of actually setting up the legalized
Yes,
business of coaching. And I
yes,
think that's one of the major things most certification programs are missing. They don't like, yeah, you get a certification, but do you have a business? All right,
I agree.
I'm going to cover the steps to set up your actual business. All right, so for starters, I usually start people off with your business plan. All right, we have a saying in the Army, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So
Yes,
your business plan is basically your future projection, your current situation. All right, to make that short, because I do have a business plan creation course, which both me and Tierra sell on our website if you need
yes,
additional information. So I'm going to just cover the basics. All right, so to set up your coaching business and make it a legal business, all right, you want to start with your business plan. With your business plan, I usually focus on the 5 W's, 1 H. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. So, all right, the who would basically be what's the name of your company, all right? Also, what kind of logo? Like, you don't have to have a logo. It's just for uniformity purposes and branding. A logo is more attractive. So, all right, first who, or the first W is going to be who are you as a company, your company name, and your logo. All right, and then you got what. What is going to be what products and what services are you going to offer? All right, so we're developing your company. All right, so what products and services are you going to offer? The when is kind of like more of a personal question. When are you going to launch your business? So when can clients expect for you to provide products and services? And you basically want to put a date, because a goal without a date is basically just a dream. So if
I
you have
agree.
goals and you don't have dates on them, then it's just a dream. It's probably going to happen whenever that happens. All right. The next W is going to be where. All right, where you want to look at. All right, where do you want to provide services to? So, like, just say I usually tell my clients look at a geographic area. So, if I'm in Texas, where probably would be all right. Locally, offline would probably be within a 2-hour radius. So that means I would travel or engage with clients within 2 hours. Now, there's this magical thing called the internet. So where could be anywhere. Do not limit yourself to just your geographic location, in which is hard to believe, but some people in business are still doing that, being that we're in a digital era. So just like me and Tierra are talking via Zoom, I'm in South Carolina, she's in Texas. Guess what? You can actually coach clients through the internet. All right. It's
Yes,
this wonderful app called Zoom. You just download it for free. You learn, go through the learning kinks, and then you can actually provide coaching service, whether you're a fitness coach, pain coach, dating coach, or business coach via Zoom. Or you got Zoom, you got Skype, you also got Facebook Messenger. All right. Aside from that, you can also do phone consultation as another option to coaching. So, all right, you got phone consultation, you got online coaching, and then you got in person. All right. So that covers the where. Then the most important is going to be your why. The most important W would be your why. And I tell people, look at it like this. Your why is basically your vision statement / mission statement. So, all right, why are you in business anyways? Like, why did you become a coach? All right. For me, my why was because I want to help aspiring entrepreneurs. I want to help existing businesses stay in business. So I became a coach because I can share the information and knowledge that I've acquired over the years. All right. So your why is going to be different from everybody else's why. Why could also be, hey, I want to have financial freedom. I want to have flexibility. I want to spend more time with my family. So whatever why is to you. All right. Then it's another why, which is why should people even hire you? And that's the
Yes.
question you want to ask yourself. For me, I would say, all right, why would people want to hire me? Okay, well, I've owned 12 different businesses, so I probably am going to know most of the situations you're going to go through, whether it's, hey, how do I come up with the startup capital? Or what do I do if I sign a commercial lease? Or how does it usually play out with family and business? Or whatever questions you might have about an initial startup or running a business. All right. Then you is a such thing as strategic partners. So you can ask yourself another why. Why would people even want to partner with me? All right. Hopefully you're dependable, you're reliable, you are a person of integrity who has a high moral compass. All right. Who wouldn't want to partner with you? So you want to basically align yourself with, like I said, those 5 W's. The H is more like your advertising and marketing part. So how are you going to accomplish your goals? All right. Hopefully it's social media engagement, testimonies from any clients, any friends, anybody that you helped in that industry you're going to be coaching in. How are you going to layer your advertising? I mean, you might use Facebook ads, you might use IG ads, or you might use grassroots marketing or traditional social media engagement. I mean, you can use a combination of all of them. With this course, we will be giving away the coaching for cash course in which I detail like a few ways that you can market your business. And I think Tierra has some really good
Yes.
insights also. So with that being said, all right, the first step would be your business plan. So the 5 W's, 1 H. All right, then you're moving on into setting a business up. All right, you need a business license. All right. Now you don't, since coaching is kind of virtual, I'm not gonna say, hey, you gotta have a business license before you start making money. All right. And I probably wouldn't say this at a live speaking engagement, but since I'm talking directly to the people who are looking to become coaches, I'm not gonna say that would hinder you from making money, because I actually was making money in the coaching industry before I formed my business. All right, so we'll just play on doing it the right way. All right, so getting your business license, really simple. Usually costs about $45 to $55, not complicated. Probably like 1 or 2 pieces of paper. You put in the name of your company, your address, like really basic information. You're getting your tax ID number, which you can get for free on irs.gov. Like I said, we included it in our coaching for cash,
Yes.
which you'll receive with the video. So, all right, just say before you go to the business license department, unless you're going to be a sole proprietor, meaning it's just you and you're going to use your social security number, you just go to irs.gov, get your tax ID number. It's also called an EIN number. Those words are used interchangeable, means the same thing. Hey, the IRS, federal, state government, they can track your income. All right, so once you get your tax ID number, unless you're going to use your social security number, you take that to your local business license department, fill out the paperwork, pay you $45. Then immediately after you get your business license, you take that to your bank and then you open a business bank account. All right, because that's what's going to make you an official business owner. Because with your business license and your bank account, people can write checks to you. In most cases, probably unanimous, you can't open a business bank account without a business license unless you have articles of incorporation, meaning you went the LLC route, which is still easy, just a piece of paper. You register with the Secretary of State. You can do it online or you can do it in person. that usually costs about $115, depending on what state you're in. So whether you got your business license or your articles of incorporation, you take those to the bank, get your business bank account. All right, I usually tell my clients to get a debit card versus checks. That way it's easier to keep up with your tax deductions. If you swipe a card anytime you do anything business related, you don't have to keep up with the receipts because you can always go to the bank and get the statement. All right. So with those elements, you are now legally in business. All right.
Great. And I would like to say bartering is another good tool on what you were saying. I would like to interject and talk about bartering. When I first started my events management company, I was a part of a barter group. So there's many barter groups around the world that you can look up on Google. And when I tell you barter is a great thing, basically you barter your services. You could provide your coaching services in exchange for, let's say you need a photographer, let's say you need a videographer, a venue, a hotel, clothing. These are some of the things I was able to get on barter when I started my company. So a lot of people say, how am I going to come up with the money to start my own coaching and consulting agency? You can barter. So you don't always have to have the upfront cash. Barter is so important. You don't have to barter with every client. You can set a budget for bartering. So you can budget, let's say you can put in your guideline, I will budget 4 to 6 clients per year with for bartering in exchange for a photographer, or in exchange for printing, or in exchange for a hotel if I'm traveling to speak at a conference. So that's a great way to come up with the cash that you need for your business and the services that you need for your business. If you don't want to join a barter group, you can find individuals that you can barter with individually. So being able to think outside the box with what you need can be life-changing. So those are some ways you can save cash when starting your coaching and consulting business, is bartering.
Absolutely,
Also,
Tiara.
business credit is very important as well. So once you get everything established, about after a year, you want to look into building business credit. And business credit is using your EIN to start building business credit to get a business credit card if you would like to expand your coaching and consulting service by getting an office. So think about business credit as well. And then Tim, I want to ask you your thoughts on packaging your coaching programs. That's so important, is having different packages. And I want you to explain how you do that in your business.
All right, good question. Now, initially, I searched for a lot of answers. Like I actually hired a $3,500 course creation coach because once I became a coach, I understood that I need products and services to actually sell, but I didn't understand how to package them, which led me to the course creation coach, which she taught me a whole lot. Like she's in Atlanta. She makes no less than $1,000 every day.
Wow.
Before she went to Essence Festival this year, just in 4 days, she made $4,500 because she was like, well, I just need to be able to cover the cost of the event without going to my savings account. So she actually created a course, sold it, made $4,200 in 4 days, and it paid for her whole Essence trip.
Wow.
So a few things that I learned from her that's going to help our listeners is, all right, just say it's going to be some things I learned from her and then some of my own philosophies. So one of the things that helped me create plans, packages, courses is I ask myself, what questions do people ask me the most, all right, in my industry? And then guess what? I created courses, services, and products around the questions that they ask me the most. So just like you, Tiara, we're used to people asking us over the years a lot of questions for free.
Yes.
So what I did was I recalled those questions and then I turned them into packages, plans, services, products. All right. So just say, for instance, I might have been asked a million times, how do you start a business? Guess what? I created a how do you start a business service plan, a coaching plan. I also created a how to start a business ebook. I also created a how to start a business course. Also created a how to start a business webinar. That way, the idea is if you take the questions that people ask you as it relates to your industry, and then you create a product, now when they try to ask you, you basically refer them to your product, service, or your course, right?
Yes.
So, all right, just say when you're creating your coaching program, all right, what's popular is, and I usually do what I call market segmentation, meaning I cater to the low end, the middle end, and then the higher end, in which the higher end they call high ticket sales, all right, or high ticket purchases. All right. Now, the best way to understand market segmentation is you look at it's one umbrella company that owns these three popular companies: Gap, Banana Republic, Old Navy. All right. Three companies are actually owned by the same umbrella company, and they do what you call market segmentation, meaning, all right, Old Navy caters to college and low income. All right, then you have Gap. They cater to college and middle income, and the price reflects it. All right, Banana Republic caters to college and high income, and guess what? The price reflects it. So if you create your services based on market segmentation, you might have a low end service where it might be a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then you have a reasonable price. Then you have a middle package where it might go from 4 weeks to 8 weeks to 12 weeks, and then you put a price on that. And then you might have a high ticket product, which some people call a master class or master course, and then you put, a really big price tag on that. So just say, for instance, since I have a lot of experience in the cleaning industry, I have a basic level um, coaching program for cleaners, like people that just got started in the cleaning industry or haven't achieved six figures, and that's called Cleaning Business Academy. And they just pay, a couple dollars a month or so much a session. All right. Then I have a high end master course called My Janitor Drives a Benz: How to Start a Six-Figure Cleaning Company. So within those two different academies and courses, I offer different information. So I just say my low end program, I'm not going to give you my high end information. I'm not going to say, hey, look, contact this company to get these contracts or do this, do that. I'm going to tell you enough to build your business and probably make anywhere between, and you could always make more, but just say it's scaled to where you can make probably up to $8,000 a month. All right. Whereas my master course, the minimum I want you to make is $8,400 a month, which translates into $100,000 a year. And in that course, I give a lot more information. It's more detailed. So just say when you're creating your plans and packages, you basically want to look at the value you're offering, and then you put a price tag on that. All right. As far as tools to create those courses, plans, packages. All right. And we talk about this in our Coaching for Cash course, the content course. All right. Just say Canva is a free app. All right. A lot of people are becoming familiar with it. Through Canva, you can actually create your courses on paper, meaning on a flyer, on a poster. And then that way, it's less information you have to communicate. So just say for all my courses, all my services, even my one-time sessions, I have flyers that I can distribute to people, and it'll basically tell the bulk of the information. And then I try to get them on a coaching call or to one of my landing pages, in which that's another tool, lead pages. If you have a budget, I recommend lead pages to build your landing page, and your because it has a email capture. It also integrates with Aweber. So I just say through lead pages, you can create a landing page, plus you can capture the email. And then once you create a course, you if you're integrated with Aweber, which is an email subscriber, you can actually host the course, sell it, and then Aweber deliver it. So that's basically automation. So what you're learning right now is how to scale your business, because what I learned going through the learning curves of the coaching industry is that one-on-one coaching is actually at the lower end of the scale as far as income, because all right, even if, like, just say right now I get between $40 and $150 an hour to coach, all right, but that's 1 hour that I'm on the phone with one person, versus group coaching, I can have 200 people on a conference call or a webinar and charging $20. That's 200 times 20. So that's $4,000 that I'm making for that same 1 hour, versus even $150 for 1 hour. So what you'll learn in the coaching industry is one-on-one coaching. Yeah, it's pretty cool money, better than a job, but it's kind of like the slower route to building your income. Group coaching is on the opposite end, meaning group coaching is way better because you can basically charge less and you can basically get a bulk of clients or potential clients on one call and make more money per hour. All right, then you have courses. Courses would fall basically on the higher end because you can create passive income, meaning, all right, if I'm a coach in the fitness industry, guess what? I'm probably going to create a uh, video coaching course, whether it's, hey, look, 6 months to get a six pack. And then I'll create 6 months worth of videos, or like a week to week video course leading up to that 6 months. And guess what? Once I create that product, I can sell it over and over. So it's residual and it's passive income, meaning you create the product once, get paid over and over. All right. It was something else I was going to mention about courses. Out of all the products, I would say courses is the best one to create versus an ebook, versus a book, because and you want to create things that help you promote your business. So I just say with the ebook, you can only sell for so much. All right, a book you can only sell for so much. With a course, you can put whatever price tag on it. Now, when you're creating a course, since this is a course on coaching and courses, when you're creating a course, you want to look at it this way. It can be different forms to creating a course. You have a video course, meaning it's content only. You're sharing value through the video, which is probably like the easiest way to create a course. You just basically, talk what you know. All right. Then you have audio course. You can basically record the information that you want to project to your target market. All right. Or you can have a content course, in which, we have a content course. Ours is kind of a hybrid course. We have videos and content, and then some audio. So you can do audio only courses and put a price tag on it. You can do video courses, put a price tag on it, or you can do content courses and put a price tag on it, or you can do a combination of all of them.
Wonderful. And I like what you said about the three kind of video, the audio, and content. I would say we're in a digital age, so video right now is quite popular. I've been speaking with several different marketing companies lately, and just re-strategizing my business, and they keep telling me do more video content with your business, because that's more of the end thing. People really don't have as much time to read nowadays. So even with my books that's coming out next year, I plan to do more video courses around my books, Tim, because we are in a digital age, and most people are running two businesses and working a job, and they have children. So we're in such a busy age. People want to read, they just don't find themselves, like you said, having time. So video, I would say, is a very powerful. I would say for more of the senior citizens, they would have more time to read. But the 45, I would say the 30 to 45-year-olds definitely are more interested in the video marketing.
Absolutely. Yep.
And for me, what I like to do as far as the packaging and coaching programs, I like to do a 3-month, 6-month, and 9-month program. I do have one-time coaching sessions, but I always tell people to see more effective results with the pain and loss coaching. I suggest a 3-month commitment, a 6-month commitment, or a 9-month commitment. I do like to create worksheets, courses as well, and set up a weekly Skype or a Zoom meeting with the client. But I feel in my practice, having those 3 packages has really definitely changed the game for me. And I like to take on about 4 to 5 clients per year. So I have a personal goal set for myself, just so I can give my full attention and undivided attention to that client when they need me.
I like that. I like that.
Thank you. So the next question I would like to ask is, this is very important for people. What is a good pricing structure for coaching business?
All right. Now that is an excellent question. The reason is, with the emergence of all these like new coaches in a lot of different industries, you have rich marketers. And I tell people, do not go broke listening to rich marketers. Now, I'm all for positive thinking. I'm also all for projecting your thoughts and, getting what your value is. But all right, just say, it's a popular phrase, charge your value. All right. Now, particularly for like Black coaches, all right, what you got to understand is it's 2 different markets. All right. Tierra, you're Black, I'm Black.
Yes.
Right. Now, if there are some white coaches that get a ridiculous amount of money, however, you have to understand there, as far as target market.
Yes.
Even if you look, it don't matter what paperwork you look at. White people tend to have more disposable income than Blacks.
Yes.
All right? So understanding your target market first is how you create your pricing. So I just say, I have a client in Atlanta. She's a sex coach. She's paid $6,000 in coaching courses. Like, she's bought $6,000 worth of coaching courses, and she said they did absolutely nothing for her. I gave her 1 session for $60. She said, I've learned more in this 1-hour session than I did paying $6,000. So they say somebody charged her 10 times what I charged her, and she learned absolutely nothing.
Wow.
What you don't want is to, quote unquote, charge your value and then under deliver.
I agree.
Like they say, one good customer testimony, they'll tell 3 people. A bad one, will tell 10.
Yes.
In a social media driven digital era, they'll tell 1,000.
Yes.
So you don't want to be that person. So like I said, that myth to charge your value, I'm all for that. But you also have to build your value up, meaning you have to be able to deliver results, solutions. You want to be result oriented, meaning you don't want to sell products and services. You want to sell results.
Yes.
So you want to highlight the problem when you're promoting, but you want to sell the solution, meaning you have the results. So, all right, as far as setting up your pricing, I tell people, all right, if I'm getting $40 to $150 an hour to coach somebody in business, meaning I'm doing something that I already love to do, that's a pretty good price point. Now, at some point, my pricing will have to go up because I would have so many. It's only 24 hours in a day. So that means if I'm in really high demand, which I'll be in really high demand, I'll have to charge more because I wouldn't be able to get to all the people. And then there would be a way to kind of weave out, who's really serious versus, who's just going to get the information and not apply it. Perfect example. The dating coach who's, he's a phenomenal dating and relationship coach, Tony Gaskins Jr. out of Florida. He does dating and business coaching. When he first started off, he was doing workshops and seminars. He was only charging $10 to $25 a person, and then he was making the money off the group coaching. Now he says he has to charge $350 an hour, or he couldn't get to all his customers.
Yes.
So
that makes sense.
You can always scale up. Do not come out the gate saying, "Oh yeah, I got this coaching package. It's $5,000." And then it's an ego and pride thing. Like, you're riding on a $5,000 course, but what if you sell no courses? You see what I'm saying? So you want to basically scale your business, meaning start at a reasonable price, not based on anybody else's standards. You want to kind of charge what you're comfortable with based on the target market you're trying to attract. So
I agree. And
I'm
I would
dealing
also do price analysis as well. I think looking
with.
up other people prices in the industry that you are in, that makes sense. But like you said, in the beginning, the first 2 years, keep your prices very reasonable. And then that third year in business, increasing the prices makes sense, you know. But I think researching what everybody else is charging, but also look at how long they've been in business, how many testimonies they have, how well recognizable they are in the market.
You just said a mouthful because
Yes.
I just say all right, for instance, Gary V. All right, he gets $100,000 to speak. All right, he's like a high-end coach. But guess what? He's also built a $60 million company. So
Yes.
why would somebody that just get in the industry, no experience, hadn't produced those results, charge what he's charging? It doesn't make sense.
I
Now,
agree.
if because we will have some listeners that's stuck on that philosophy, charge of value. If
Yes.
that's how you feel, then hopefully you have the money to advertise to that market that can spend that money, because that's the other side of the coin. If you got a $5,000 coaching program, but everybody on your page is 9-to-5ers that are living check to check, who's going to buy it? So you have to fish in the market where the fish at that you want to catch. So you
Yes.
can't be looking for catfish in a tadpole pond. So if you want high ticket sellers and you got high ticket purchasers, because you got a high ticket program, you
Yes.
also have to advertise and market to people that buy that. Yes,
I
ma'am.
agree. That is great advice and tips. I really appreciate that. Another question I would like to talk to you about is what tools will help you help people to create courses and make more money?
Okay. Good question. I would say definitely Canva. You want to use Canva to create your promotional material. And the reason why I'm kind of big on Canva is because I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a year in graphic designing, in which I've had some really great graphic designers. I mean, this is
Yes.
not, I do a lot of projects. So I'm a serial entrepreneur. So all right, just say with the coaching industry, you'll probably create a lot of different flyers. So you want to go with the app that you can, you don't have to really pay a lot. You don't have to, wait on somebody to produce it. With Canva, you can produce your own flyers, put it out. All right. Another tool is I use 10to8.com. So 10 TO the number 8.com. And that's basically a scheduling tool. All right. In the coaching industry, you're selling your time basically. So you're getting paid per hour, unless you're on a week to week or month to month or some kind of extended coaching program. With your one-on-one sessions, you're selling your hours. So if you don't have a scheduling app or some type of appointment setter, then you're gonna be not organized and not balanced. So I use 10to8.com, and it's gonna be included in the course, the content course. And you can click on the link, and they have a free option, and then they have a $12 option. With the $12 option, you can actually take payments. So the more automated you are, the more organized you are. So if somebody can book an hour one-on-one session with you, pay through that same app, that's going to make your business even more efficient. All right. Then you want to, like I said, get proficient in landing pages. All right. We're in a digital era. Like Tierra said, people are not taking time to do anything. You don't have a lot of people time. So versus building a 10, 20 page website, go with landing pages. That's the same thing rich internet marketers use, whether it's lead pages, which the link is in the course, or ClickFunnels, or if you want to start the free route, MailChimp, you want to have landing pages where you can capture lead. Because the other really good tool is email subscriber. All right. Basically, you want to start building your email list, meaning, all right, you create a free offer, whether it's a free, like if I'm doing fitness coaching, I might create a 24-hour diet plan. And then I'm going to give it away free in order to get your email. And then with your email, I can basically promote to you throughout the week, throughout the month. All right. And then the idea is leads turn into sales. So you should be generating leads every day. That's why I recommended lead pages and then Aweber as your email subscriber, because if you're generating leads, you're capturing leads on your landing page, then you can actually promote to them directly. So I would say those are probably the most popular tools that I recommend. Aside from that, like I said, we have a few that we package in the course, the content course.
Wonderful. And I would like to interject and talk about how we're in a digital age. So promoting yourself on social media. Tim, you're very good about this, promoting yourself on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I would say 80% of my clients come from online as well. LinkedIn is a great tool. Facebook is a great tool, and Instagram. So building organic followers, and then the subjects or the skill set that is your coaching skill set, you basically bring articles in alignment with that on social media platforms. Wouldn't you agree with that, Tim?
Absolutely.
Yes. So definitely be in alignment with, like me, I speak a lot on own your pain and being transparent on own your pain topics. So I like to provide inspirational quotes. I like to share my testimonies, personal obstacles, and stories I've been through on social media with Own Your Pain series. So the things I post are in relation to the pain and loss coaching. So many times I get messages inbox how I've inspired people, or give me a call. I would like to get some information about your coaching series. I would say social media is definitely a must. I even have had customers complain to me when they've reached out to other people. They actually looked those people up online and was not able to find an online presence. Even being on Yelp.com, which I'm still working on, and being on Google is very important. A lot of people, before they do business with you, they are actually going to social media, Google, and Yelp to search for you to make sure you are a credible business person. So if you hate it, what I say is definitely hire a social media management company. You can also hire an intern to do social media for you. And that's something I'm in the process is doing, is hiring interns next year to help out with multiple projects that I'm working on. So if you don't have the income or the money to invest in a social media management company, definitely look into hiring interns to help you with your business. So don't underutilize interns. They are a great resource guide, and they will work for you to get a recommendation letter and to get a credit hour for their college credits.
Absolutely. I agree 100%.
Yes. And Tim, if someone wanted to do business with you for business coaching, how would they contact you, by email and website?
Gotcha. Okay. Now, my website, I usually use tiny links, or it's called bitty URLs. And actually, that's one of the tools that we created or that we added to the content course. So I'll just give you like my personal, well, the Facebook that I use the most, which, like I said, I believe in social media. So I have over 25,000 friends on social media. All right. The page that I'm on the most is Facebook.com/Black Timbo TIMBO Black Sun. So I'm more active on that page. IG, Instagram is this Tim the Motivator. I have two pages, Tim the Motivator and then Tim the Motivator 9. On LinkedIn, it's just Timothy Sampson. Usually pretty easy to find. I'm ranked in their top 12%. So I engage a lot, as Tierra said, on LinkedIn. My personal cell phone number, I use everything is kind of business to me. So personal Facebook is business page. Personal cell phone number is business. So my cell phone number is 803-261-5948. Once again, that's 803-261-5948. Now, if your number looks foreign, usually I'll write it off as a telemarketer. I'm a big texter. So if you're calling for coaching services, courses, anything like that, shoot me a text. Hey, look, I heard the video, or I saw you on Facebook, and then I can take it from there. My email address is really easy, timthemotivator@gmail.com. So just timthemotivator@gmail.com. And then for booking, for speaking engagements, anything like that, timthemotivator.com is my speaking site.
Wonderful. And my information, I'm on Instagram, Tier Fluker Official. Again, it's Tier Fluker Official. Facebook, it's facebook.com/Tier Fluker. And I'm also on LinkedIn as Tier Fluker. My website is www.tierrafluker.org, and it's RRA, Fluker, FLUKER.org. And Tim, before we end this meeting, are there any two motivational quotes you would like to say?
Yes, well, at least one. And if something else come up, I'll say it. My favorite quote ever is "The greatest form of revenge is massive success" by Les Brown. The greatest form of revenge is massive success. Like that's that. And then Henry Ford has a really good one. Failure is the opportunity to start again more intelligently. So failure is the opportunity to start again more intelligently.
I love it. My favorite quote is, "There is light at the end of tunnel. There is always light at the end of the tunnel." And when life punches you in the face, just know that your comeback is coming. When life punches you in the face, your comeback is coming.
Absolutely. Good.
Stay strong.
All right. And thanks again, Ms. Tierra.
Thank you very much also. And we look forward to hearing from you guys.
Absolutely.